Jimmy Kimmel is known for hosting his long-running late-night talk show, Jimmy Kimmel Live, as well as events like the Primetime Emmy Awards and the Academy Awards. But he has had a pretty fascinating career in the entertainment business long before these gigs. Born in New York City and growing up in Las Vegas, Kimmel is a dedicated family man with a wife and 2 young children, as well as 2 grown children from his first marriage. Think you know everything there is to know about him? Here are the 10 interesting facts you might not have known about this funny man. Welcome to the Ardent Blogger, a channel for all the curiosity lovers who want to know something different every day. Today, we are back with an amazing video. If you have not subscribed to the channel, you are missing out a lot. Number 1. Most fans know of Kimmel's time on The Man Show, a comedy series that he co-hosted with Adam Carolla, along with his role on Win Ben Stein's Money. Fans probably know that in addition to being the host of Jimmy Kimmel Live, he is also an executive producer of the show. But fans might not have known that he also produced several shows before that, including Crank Yankers, Sports Show with Norm Macdonald, and The Andy Milonakis Show. Number 2. Time magazine named Kimmel among the world's 100 most influential people back in 2018, making him one of many celebrities to receive this prestigious honor. He was nominated by past alumni Dick Durbin and ultimately chosen for the list by Time editorial and the international writing staff. He was joined that year on the list with other celebrities like Tiffany Haddish, Nicole Kidman, Kumail Nanjiani, and Issa Rae, along with Millie Bobby Brown, who was the youngest person ever to be listed. Number 3. Okay, so it is, technically. By the time the name reached Kimmel's family's generation, it was Kimmel. But way back, the actual name was Kummel, which means caraway in German. This is because his great-great-grandparents on his father's side were actually German immigrants. Thus, Kimmel is technically only half Italian, with his mother from Ischia, Naples. The family migrated to the US way back in 1883 due to the earthquake. Number 4. Kimmel makes no secret of the fact that many of his family members work on the show. Most famously was his uncle Frank, who was a regular on the show from 2003 until his death in 2011, after which Guillermo took over as show sidekick. Then there's his cousin Sal, his aunt Chippy, and his cousin Mickey. But it doesn't end there. His brother Jonathan also works as a director on the show, and his son is a production assistant. His wife Molly, meanwhile, also works as a writer on the show, which is how they met. Number 5. Kimmel started out with a career in radio, and once he got his own show in the 90s, he hired Daly as an intern. He and Daly already knew one another, as they were longtime family friends. This was for the show that aired on the radio station KCMJ in Palm Springs, California. Kimmel started up the station after he was fired from Tampa, Florida station KZOK. Number 6. For 5 years, Kimmel appeared on the Kevin and Bean morning show as Jimmy the Sports Guy's talking about, well, sports. It was while he had this gig that he met Carolla, then a struggling comedian. They later joined forces to create The Man Show, despite Kimmel's reluctance to do television. Number 7. When Kimmel left the game show, Win Ben Stein's Money in 2001, after 4 years to focus his attention on The Man Show, which he was doing simultaneously, he was replaced by comedian Nancy Pimentel. But when she left a year later, Kimmel's cousin Sal Iacono, who also works with him today on Jimmy Kimmel Live, took over the post. He remained in that position through the series' remaining run, even getting nominated for an Emmy for the role. Number 8. Kimmel has sat at the helm of 2 comedic roasts of the Yorkfriars Club, which have aired on Comedy Central since 1998. The first was of former Playboy founder Hugh Hefner in 2001, and the second was of Canadian actor and Baywatch alum Pamela Anderson in 2005. She was the first woman to be roasted through the No Holds Barred comedy special, and wow, did they ever lay into her. Number 9. Yes, Kimmel is the holder of a Guinness World Record. For what? During the week of October in 2007, when he guest hosted Live with Regis and Kelly, he commuted every day between New York and Los Angeles, so he could do both that show and his own. This afforded him the Guinness World Record for the longest distance traveled in one work week. The total count was 22,406 miles. It appears that he still holds that record to this day. Number 10. Kimmel has spoken publicly about suffering from narcolepsy, a neurological disorder that makes it difficult for someone to regulate their sleep-wake cycles, resulting in excessive daytime sleepiness. In some cases, those who suffer from narcolepsy can sometimes even involuntarily fall asleep. He seems to deal well with it, however, joking in interviews that it helps him when traveling, because he can easily fall asleep on a plane and wake up when it lands, feeling refreshed. We are glad you have made till the end. We have handpicked the videos which we recommend you watch next. Feel free to talk to us on our social media channels or on our website theardentblogger.com about any recommendations or suggestions.